Hey guys, I'm Spencer. This is Sketch-a-day, where every day I give you something new about drawing or how to use the tools that I use to draw really cool stuff. And one of the questions that I get quite a bit is why Copic markers? Why? And I wanted to take an opportunity to show you one reason why I love Copic markers, and that is they are refillable. So I'm going to do the process here and show you how I go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and refill a marker and show you how to do it and how simple it is and how economical it is, really. So a Copic marker retails anywhere from $5.50 US to $7 US, depending on where you go. You can always look out for sales and deals as well. And at first you might think, well, $5, that's a lot of money. It is. Especially considering how many markers I have. But what you need to know is that you can buy inks for Copic markers. So for example, I have a bottle here of C5 Copic marker ink, C5, and it looks like it's about 25 milliliters in volume. I'm not exactly sure, it's Japanese. You can look up the reference on the bottle, but what I've found, just in my use, is that I get several refills from one single bottle. I've got bottles that I've had for 3-4 years that I've not gone all the way through, and that's with markers that I use all the time. So with a Copic marker, whether it's the sketch or the classic marker, you've got two ends. So you've got a chisel end here on the classic and a bullet tip. And on the sketch marker, you've got a chisel tip and a brush tip. Well, let's say I want to refill this warm gray marker that's kind of running dry. I'll show you. So, and you can tell because when I apply the stroke to the paper here, it's really dry. Okay, I'll zoom in just a little bit more so you can see. Very dry. I can tell because it's kind of wet on the edges and dry in the middle. Sometimes that's the desired effect, but in my case right now, it's not something that I want to have show up on my drawing. So to refill, all I have to do is pull the nib out, and you can do this by purchasing a set of tweezers that they make. I don't have those and I don't use those. I just grab it with my fingers, just pull hard enough on it, and you'll see that the tip just pops out. Oh, the tip just pops out, which means that now I have access to the barrel of the marker. Now, by default, the bottle, if you take this off, just looks like this. You've got this little nubby filler end here, and the bottle is soft enough that you can actually squeeze. So I'm just going to squeeze this onto my paper to show you, but I can actually squeeze the bottle and there's a drop of ink. Might be something cool if you're trying to achieve some sort of effect on your drawing. You could flick a few little drops of ink. You know, your imagination is the only limit. However, what you can buy for Copic markers is what's called an injector, and here's the injector. It's a long needle that is very sharp. And by very sharp, I mean I was giving a workshop once, a live on-site workshop with some students, and I wasn't paying attention, and I actually stabbed myself with this thing, and I was bleeding, and it wasn't fun. So I tried to downplay it rather, quite a bit, but not fun to get stabbed with this giant needle. So you take this thing, screw it onto your bottle, and this is my bottle of W3. Make sure it's the right color as well. I've mistakenly put the wrong color in the wrong marker before, and that's not fun either because then you've kind of ruined your marker. And so what you want to do now is just take this needle and shove it into your marker. At first you might think, oh, I'm going to damage this, but you can actually shove it down in there. Okay, just like that. And now I can squeeze on the bottle. And as I'm squeezing, I like to pull out just to make sure I'm not sucking the ink back into the bottle. Okay, shove it down in there and squeeze. Alright, so this is one common mistake I keep doing, which is putting too much ink in, and I can tell there's too much ink because now I have ink actually dripping from the tip of my marker. but that's okay. What I'm gonna do is just squeeze the bottle and suck some of the ink back into the bottle using the pressure, the negative pressure in the bottle. Okay, so now I'm going to push that tip back in, cap my brush end, and let's try a new piece of paper. Alright, and now you can see that my marker stroke is full and wet. Okay, and I've refilled my marker, and I've only used about 2 milliliters or so, 2 milliliters or so of ink as I've done this. Okay, it's really cool. And that is one reason I love Copic markers so much. Thanks for watching, guys. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/ketch-a-day, where I try to post and interact with fans there. I know everyone doesn't use the same platform, so I totally get it. But if you like Facebook, follow me there. Just be sure that when you click like, click that button, and under notifications, select everything, because Facebook does this weird thing where they don't show you everything. And frankly, I only post about 2 to 3 times a week. So go ahead and do that, and that way you won't miss out on anything. If you use Instagram, you can find me at ketch-a-day.com on Instagram. I really like the messaging there, so I've been using that quite a bit more. So if you want to follow and interact with me there, feel free. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe if you like what you see. And if you want to get the materials, the Copic markers, the inks, and so forth, please use the links below. They're affiliate links, which means that by purchasing through those links, you actually help support me and doing this Sketch-a-Day thing. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time right here on Sketch-a-Day.